Hi everyone, this is Les from Perth in Australia, and I just thought I would show you my golf simulator room in my house. Now I know a lot of people on the Mevo Plus Facebook page that I'm on are always asking questions about dimensions, where you get stuff from, what people use, how they build it, because I know people are converting their garages or an existing room in their house or maybe sticking it under their patios or al fresco. For me, I built this house, so the dimensions of the room were incorporated into the plans. So this is a standalone dedicated golf sim room right in the middle of my house, which does back onto a pool table area. So the dimensions of the room are 5 metres wide from left to right. This is under the metric because I am in Australia. It is 5.5 metres from behind the screen all the way up to the tiles here. It is sunken to give me that extra height, and it is 3.1 metres high. There is ample room for a player, left or right-handed, to stand on this mat where the Mevo Plus needs to go and smash golf balls without hitting any arcade machines or walls with their clubs or any DJ equipment. So that room is plenty enough. So we'll start with the screen. The screen I got in from Golf Tech in the Eastern States. It's a high impact screen. It was 6 metres wide by 3 metres high. You need a little bit more width, obviously, so you can wrap it around your frame. The frame I've got in there is the usual frame that has the front and rear poles on it, and so you can pull the material around, tie it to the rear pole on the back, on the front and on the sides. There's foam padding on each of those poles as well for the extra protection, but the curtains do hide those poles, so there is no ricochet of any golf balls coming back and at head high or knee high or decapitating you or whatever. So purposely built and safety wise as well. The curtains are from America. If you're in Australia, don't muck around trying to find curtains over here. We get ripped off, unfortunately. They are a Belgium cotton curtain. They are through just over 3 metres high. It does come with a pelmet as well, across the front, left and right. Now, if you stretch these curtains out all the way, they will fill the entire room. But you do with a curtain, you have it folded. Now, I've smashed golf balls into these deliberately to see what it would do. The curtains gobble it up. Doesn't impact your wall at all. And from America, these were shipped in for less than $1,000. And all we did was we made a tube on the sides, on the roof, which is a bit hard to see. I'll see if I can get in there. We just put a tubing all the way along and then basically screwed them through. The roof itself, they're just panels, polystyrene panels. They were white, they are now painted black, and they're just screwed through. Nice and cheap, but I am going to swap them out with some acoustic panels that are the same dimensions but just a bit thinner, but they will protect the roof a bit more. As I found with the polystyrene, when a golf ball smashes it, it does flake and come away, and then you're left with the white bits. So when I get the new panels, they're exactly the same size and they will bolt straight into the pre-existing holes. The projector is an Optima GT 1080 HDR. I had an original Optima GT 1080, which was fine, no issue at all. I was up for a new globe, so I thought I'd buy a brand new projector. And I tell you now, the GT 1080 HDR is absolutely mint. Now that's Dream Aquarium screensaver. Colours are vibrant, it is beautiful. Even with the lights on, it still goes well. Even in daylight with 3,800 lumens, it is mint. And I've posted photos of what it looks like during the day. The reason why I went a short throw, and it does sit 2.5 metres behind the screen, to give me that size image. And the reason why I went a short throw is so I don't get any shadows when golf clubs are being swung higher or when people are standing. Like I said, this is used as a second home theatre room, so I didn't want any shadows whatsoever on my screen. You can go a long throw if you've got the room. I did have the room here to go with a long throw, but I opted for the short throw instead. Now that projector came in from Just Projectors at $1,500. Good price, high quality projector, can't fault it. Now the putting turf, or not the putting turf, but the actual stance mat itself, that's from David Golf in the Eastern States. Now that turf is, bear with me for 1 second, it's classed as an EZ T-Line Super T pine. It is 1.5 metres wide by 3 metres, 1.5 metres from top to bottom and 3 metres in width to accommodate a left and right-handed player. That cost me $750 plus about $140 to ship it over here to WA. So all it does is sit on the concrete, which I'll fold it back. Now you can put tees in this, which is really handy as well. So the carpet I've got around here is basically a Cleaver coloured carpet, and I bought that from Nolan's. It cost me a couple of $100. It does have underlay under it as well, because I wanted that soft feel, just because it is used as a second room. Now because the turf was higher and it's sitting on the actual concrete itself, I had to ramp it up. So originally I'd only ramped up the front here, and I'll see if you can see it. Let's have a look. So I ramped it up all the way around. It is MDF board underneath here at a slight 45-degree ramp, just so people don't scuff their feet on the edge of the mat. So if I peel this back, you can see what I mean. It's got the MDF underneath it, just glued down on the concrete. Under the main section here, there are treated pine boards just for a putting section. The carpet putts mint. It's got a stimp reading of 8, so I'm very happy with that. Now when the Mevo Plus came along, all the forums said you had to have it at the same height, so I've done exactly the same thing at this end. I've ramped it up. If you can, it's hard to see, but it is a 45 ramp, so the Mevo is actually sitting at the same height all the way through. Far better reads, not having any fault with that Mevo Plus at all. Now, interference-wise, I get absolutely none from these arcade machines. You can't go past NBA Jam. Now, I run a full concert system in here with 15-inch bins with rears. Don't mind the cat. And I've got a full DJ setup with a 4K monitor as well, linked in at the same time, and speakers at the front. Now, when I play golf, I don't have these speakers sitting there for obvious reasons, otherwise the ball will come back and decapitate you. I can have everything in here running, absolutely thumping with sound waves through this room with these arcade machines on, and the Mevo Plus does not read any differently as to when things are not on. So I get no interference whatsoever from this machine. And I know a lot of people are saying that they get quite a little bit of interference. I'm not getting any. So that's pretty much it. I'm happy with what I've done. It's been a long, slow process. My Mevo Plus has finally arrived, and it's working a treat. Now, I will post some more videos, because basically I've got my machine set at 7 feet, so 2.1 metres, but I can also actually hit it 6 feet at 1.8 metres, and it gives me exactly the same readings, and I use indoor mode instead of short indoor mode. I do not have the room for short indoor mode. So I've got some little pins in the ground here. So this one here is at 1.8 metres from the Mevo, and this one here is 2.1 metres from the Mevo. And if I went 2.4 metres, which is 8 feet, you're going to be up here and you're not going to be able to stand properly. The machine will take me hitting a golf ball from here or hitting a golf ball from here at 2.1 metres or 1.8 metres and give me exactly the same readings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a couple of more videos on here of setting it at those two distances and showing you the stats from both E6, which I've got the demo for, and also TGC, just to show you that your club distances, your angles, your speed, everything is still the same. I can putt with this Mevo all the way from 30 metres to nothing, basically 10 centimetre putts. It reads it that well. But I have found that instead of pulling the golf ball back on some occasions for putting, if I actually putt forward up here, it will read the shorter putts, even though recommendations are it should be back at 7 feet. But I have been putting even at 6 feet, and it still gives me awesome readings. But like I said, I will post what I need to post for you guys so you can actually see the different clubs being hit. Let's swap this out. So that's my putting green on TGC. Now with the PC that I have, It's only running a NVIDIA 1060 STI or TI or whatever they're called. I'm not a computer person. I've got a mate that does it for me, and it's only on an ISS 5. Now, he's told me NVIDIA are bringing out some high-end, brand new gaming cards later this year that are going to be cheap. I'm going to have a new box made just so the graphics will go even better than what it currently is. So that's TGC on the putting green, and I do think I might even have E6 open just to give you a screenshot of that. Or do I? No, I've only got TGC open, but it is sensational. I cannot fault TGC whatsoever, and happy days for me, and I love my room. So I hope that helped you guys out a little bit. If you've got any questions, hit me up on the Mevo Plus page on Facebook that I'm on under Les Rawlings, or just drop me a couple of lines on here if you need to. But my next few videos, I will take it through the different clubs, show you the different distances from hitting, so you guys can be satisfied that it will work on indoor mode only instead of short indoor mode. Thanks for watching.